Hi, Bob here. I'm just about ready to go for a bike ride. But I think I'll show you some basic balancing exercises for seniors and for beginners that you might want to practice regularly so that you remain upright and you don't fall over. Because what I've learned is that your body to be safe as you age, you need to have strong legs, lots of strong muscles and bones in your legs. You also need to be coordinated. You never know what's going to happen to you. And you need to be flexible. Yes, you need to be flexible. You also need to be emotional. Because balance really starts on the inside and prepares the outside of your body for strength and to be ready for whatever happens. And you need to focus. You got to be able to focus on the world around you. That's my advice. So let's just check out the exercises. They're basic. I think you'll like them, and I think you'll be able to do them on a regular basis too. Mountain pose is the most common yoga position. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Your hips are forward. Your knees are soft. Take a cleansing breath in. Blow out as you bring your hands down. This yoga position is good for your back, your hips, your knees, and your feet if you practice it regularly. Always breathe in on the way up with the hands through your nose and blow out through your mouth as you lower your hands. Make sure your head is in neutral with your chin tucked in to the back of your neck. Practice it anywhere, anytime, as often as possible. With your feet in a lunge position or warrior one, that means the back foot is on a 45-degree angle out and the front foot is pointing straight ahead. As you lean forward and reach with those fingertips, make sure that your knee stays over the center of your foot. And do a really, really good reach too, and that will work your fascia, your connective tissues. This is good for your legs, your hips, your back, your arms, your shoulders, almost anything. And do both sides too. You could do 10 of each. Remember, you can do this exercise any place, anytime, and it has great benefits. Maintain good posture. The lateral lunge develops balance, stability, and strength. Keep your legs wide apart, and as you bend your legs, keep the knee over top of the middle of your foot, with your arms stretched out, and as you flip your palm from one position to another, you're working your shoulders too. What a great exercise. Practice it often. Do it anywhere. The common squat will burn a lot of calories because it uses a lot of muscles. It might even help you lose weight. Lower your body with your knees over the feet. Stick your hips back. Raise your arms. This will decrease your chances of injury. And make sure you keep your head and torso up. The movement will strengthen your tendons, your bones, your ligaments, and all your leg muscles. A yoga twist gently rotates the spine and gives a good stretching to the muscles of the back. This helps improve the spinal cord's range of motion. Often we do not engage in supporting the soft tissues surrounding the spinal cord, and as a result they harden. Any kind of a press exercise will strengthen your upper body and your lower body at the same time. Make sure that you push really, really far up and really, really far down at the same time and spread those fingers. Lift up your heels if you can do it on the way up. Grounding is a very powerful focus exercise. As you move your body in a counterclockwise direction around the Earth's compass, look for new things that you can see, maybe new things that you can hear, and maybe even new things that you can smell. And have fun. Go around as many times as you want. Go both ways too. Not too fast though. Great for balance. Walk the line is definitely a balance challenge. Normally, when you walk, your feet would be wider apart. But walking a line means that you have a very narrow base for support. That will decrease your stability, so be careful. You will notice your ankle wobbling side to side as the brain tries to figure out what muscles you should be using. You might want to do this next to something like a countertop for support. I've practiced this so many times that I can even go backwards and maybe even cover one of my eyes, which makes it even harder. I don't take too many steps either, just forward a few and then slowly go back a few. A static stretch is a body position whereby you don't move anything for as long as possible. Static stretching is best done at the end of your workout, after your muscles are all warmed up. This will help you increase your range of motion in all the joints of your body. You'll get less pain and stiffness after your workout if you do this. Your stress level will go down. Your blood flow will go up. More oxygen to your body parts means great benefits. It's time to do a simple but very popular dance. Dancing has tons and tons of benefits for your body, and balance is only one of them. Notice he's marching on the spot, moving in a forward and backwards direction, focusing on how many steps to take and what to do with his arms and his legs. He's moving laterally. That could be a grapevine, by the way. Lateral movement is important. He's coming forward and moving back, using the top of his body and the bottom of his body at the same time. That takes coordination. Oh, he's got a hip mambo in there. Great for the hips. And of course, he's got two sides to his body, so he's going to do it on the opposite side. Now, each of these moves can be done as many times as you like. By the way, you could be playing your favorite tune and trying to coordinate your body to the beat of the music. That would be fun. Here he goes again with the lateral movement. I think I'd throw a grapevine in there. Grapevines are good for your hips. He's not moving too fast either. So if you're going to do this to music, put on a song that you like that's not so fast. There's the hips again. Knees, hips, ankles, shoulders. If you go a little faster, you'll turn this into an aerobic activity. The Golden 8 energy balancing exercises are a very, very popular Qigong routine. You can repeat each movement as many times as you like, but today we'll just do one of each. And the slower we do the movement, the more we can concentrate on exactly where all our body parts are supposed to be. By completing these movements, you will notice great improved health. Your energy will be better, your stress will be reduced, your mind and your body will be revitalized, your balance, of course, will be improved, and you'll have an overall sense of well-being. I try to do them once a day, sometimes when I first get up in the morning, sometimes in the middle of the day just for more energy, sometimes at the end of the day. Qigong is a combination of yoga and Tai Chi. Qigong is famous for harmonizing the body, strengthening the body, and having a healing effect on all the functioning internal organs and body systems. It'll increase the supply and flow of energy throughout your body for most of the day if you do it in the morning. Qigong has been in the Chinese community for centuries. It will lower your stress and your anxiety, and we need that right now for sure. It will increase your focus, and most of all, it'll improve your balance and your flexibility. The 8th movement is the energy jump, and there's 8 repetitions of this movement. Hi, our meditation today is called Forces of Nature. I'm sure you've heard the term forces of nature. Well, there are 8 forces of nature. The first one is heaven. It's represented with a finger position. Take these 3 fingers on this hand and these 3 fingers on this hand and join them at the tips. And that's called heaven. Don't worry about your thumbs or your baby fingers. They don't get to play. So this is forces of nature number 1. Forces of nature number 2 is thunder. Thunder is represented by taking just the bottom 2 and sticking them together. That's thunder. Forces of nature number 3 is when you take the middle two and stick them together, and that's called rain. And forces of nature number 4 is called mountain, and that's when you take the top two together. Forces of nature number 5 is when you don't join any of the fingers, and it's called earth. You know, the terra firma. And then forces of nature number 6 is when the bottom two are open, and that's called wind. Forces of nature number 7, middle two are open, fire. And forces of nature number 8 is when the top two are open, lake. So let's just review that. As the story goes, one day up in heaven, that's heaven, God noticed that the world was in pretty bad shape. So God told thunder, that's thunder, to take the rain and throw it on top of the mountains. So thunder took the rain and threw it on top of the mountains, and the rain dribbled down to the earth. That's earth, or the terra firma. And when it got to the earth, the wind, that's wind, picked up and started to whirl and swirl. And it blew all the fire, all the nasty bad stuff, that's fire, into the lake and solved the problem. That finger story of the forces of nature, the 8 brocades, if you practice that, it will keep you sharp. It'll help you focus. And it will, believe it or not, improve your balance. Teach it to somebody else too. Maybe somebody you love, like a child. Until next time, over and out. Well, I hope that was useful. And I guess I better get on this bike ride before, it gets too dark. Wait a second, do I have a light? Yep, I got my light right here.